Okay, hi everybody again. I didn't think that I'd have to do, well, no, 4 if you count my book video. I'm doing 4 videos today. 4! Up. Okay, watch up. This was made in 2009 from the, it's PG, sorry. From the revolutionary minds of Pixar Animation Studios and the acclaimed director of The Monsters, Inc. comes a hilariously uplifting adventure where the sky is no longer the limits. Carl Fredricksen, a retired balloon salesman, is part rascal, part dreamer, who is ready for his last chance at high-flying excitement. Tying thousands of balloons to his house, Carl sets off to the lost world of his childhood dreams. Unbeknownst to Carl Russell, an over-eager 8-year-old wilderness explorer who has never ventured beyond his backyard is in the wrong place at the wrong time. Carl's front porch. The world's most unlikely duo reach new heights and meets fantastic friends like Doug, a dog with a special collar that allows him to speak, and Kevin, a rare 13-foot-tall flightless bird. Stuck together in the wild of the jungle, Carl realizes that sometimes life's biggest adventures aren't the ones you set out looking for. Then I did watch movie 2. Son's Courage and Father's Love. This was made in 2006. One of the silver screen's most cherished characters makes his triumphant return in Disney's spectacular all-new movie Bambi 2. The eagerly awaited next chapter of Bambi's unforgettable story continues for a whole new generation, in a film that's sure to delight your entire family. Join Bambi as he reunites with his father, the Great Prince, who must now raise the young fawn and teach him the ways of the forest. But in the adventure of a lifetime, the proud parent discovers that there is much he can learn from his spirited young son. Thumper, Flower, Owl, and your favorite characters return, and you'll meet some wonderful new friends. As Bambi Magnificent Tale continues, illustrated in the breathtaking animation style of the original classic and bursting with enchanting new songs, Bambi 2 is truly a wonder to behold. Again, almost every one of these is G, family safe in a way. I'm not going to say the special features, I'm just going to show you. There. It'll save me time and everything. Okay, I'm moving on to the, I'll just move on to this because that's DVD and Sisters. Moving on to the movies I borrowed, I guess. Let's see. They remember that's mine. I think I only borrowed 3. Yeah, only borrowed 3. 2 of them are my sister Valerie's. If you want to go to her page, it's Valerie Powers. She does like knitting videos and makes music and stuff. This one's my sister Crystal. Stephen King's Silver Bullet. When Darkness Falls, Terror Rises. In Stephen King's thrilling adaptation of his novelette, Cycle of the Werewolf, this peaceful town of Tarker's Mills is suddenly terrorized by maniacal killer. I don't even know how to say that now. The townsfolk think a madman is on the loose, but a wheelchair-bound 13-year-old knows the truth. A werewolf was on the hunt. With his Uncle Red's help, young Marty Kostal sets out to stop the half-man, half-beast before he sinks his teeth into another innocent victim. Now time is ticking and the full moon is rising. This was made in 1985 and it's rated R. Okay, back to Crystal now. Okay. And then this is Valerie's. This is one of the ones I borrowed from Val. The Guardian. I love this movie. Might end up buying it for myself if I can find it. A handsome young couple finds the perfect live-in babysitter to look after their newborn child. It seems like a fairy tale until ancient supernatural forces turn the couple's dream into a nightmare. In his first horror film since The Exorcist, Oscar-winning director William Friedkin spins a terrifying tale based on every parent's worst fears. Ginny Seagrove portrays the enchanting guardian who enters the home of new parents Wire Brown and Carrie Lowell, possessing impeccable references and an affinity for children, but as their true intention Oh, but as her true intentions are revealed, the battle for the child soul begins in this chilling film based on Dan Greenberg's novel The Nanny, and I do want that book bad. And this was made in 1990. Major's name. Wow. And it's rated R. Get that back to Valerie. This one, I really want to keep it. Honestly, I'm going to have to buy this for myself. I bought this for Valerie for Christmas one year. I didn't think I'd like it, but I do. Death to Smoochy with the late Robin Williams. I said Robert. Why did I say Robert? Robin Williams. I did buy it from the library, so if you're wondering, like, Tori and all that, it's from the library. Oh no, it's got the sticker in the back. Rainbow Randolph Puke Purple. Rainbow Randolph Puke Purple every since the something I can't fuchsia hued tude spouting Smoochy the Rhino started jiggy ziggy dancing in Randolph's time slot. He has just one mad go, turn the Rhino into a dead duck. Danny DeVito, director of the darkly twisted Throw Mama from the Train and The War of the Roses, skewers children's televisions in gleefully wicked Death to Smoochy. Robin Williams, his famed wit set at warp, plays Ranking Randolph. Edward Norton is the high-minded good Nick whose righteous rhino creation becomes a sensation. And Catherine Keener portrays a jaded exec who likes successful kid shows host in, let's say, a grown-up way. Now add an oily agent, a sneaky honcho, and all manner of lunacy, and you're ready to either do the ziggy jiggy or to take the rhino by the horn. It's rated R, and this was made in 2002. I gotta be honest, this was just so freaking funny. Okay, now on to my movies, and I gotta tell you right off, if you notice this one movie, I can't help it. I used to watch it as a kid, so I kind of still get into it as an adult. I can't help it, I still like Wishbone. Wishbone, Terrified Terrier, inspired by Stephen Crane's The Red Badge of Courage. When I bought these though, I was looking for that one where, I can't remember what it was called, it was the Greek one that he played in. It was like Greek, like he was a Greek god, or Hercules, I think. Not Hercules, but the one where he's like Zeus's son or something. I don't remember. I'd have to look that one up again. Where's Joe? That is the question of the day. Has Joe found new friends? No time for his old friends. No time for his best dog. Hello. Joe thinks he's ready to play ball with the high school kid basketball stars. Don't grow up too fast, Joe. Same country, different time. A young boy named Henry Fleming, played by Wishbone, of course, tries to grow up too fast right in the middle of the American Civil War. It's The Red Badge of Courage by Stephen Crane. Henry learns a hard lesson about leaving his friends in battle. Will Joe learn the same lesson and stick with his friends? Faithful friends deserve special treats or treatment. How about pizza? This, I'm hoping will tell me the year, but I'm in 1995. I can't help it. I love these. I love these TV shows. Then I did watch Independence Day. I probably watched this month. I had a little bit more time on my hands than I'm used to, so I probably watched maybe three or four movies that day. I don't know though. I wasn't really keeping count. I had more time on my hands than I'm used to, really. Did watch Independence Day. This was made in 96, and it's PG-13. One of the biggest box office hits of all time. Delivers the ultimate encounter when mysterious and powerful aliens launch an all-out invasion against the human race. The spectacle begins when massive spaceships appear in Earth's skies. But wonder turns to terror as the ship blasts destructive beams of fire down on cities all over the planet. Now the world's only hope lies with a determined band of survivors, uniting for one last strike against the invaders before it's the end of mankind. If you're wondering, the only reason I got that, really, I like the movie, but I really like Jeff Goldblum. Okay, one of these is going to be a library movie. I bought it from them. Show that one to you now. And it's going to still have the stickers on it. I can't peel them off because I tried and I almost, like, I didn't want to rip it, you know. Karina. Whoopi Goldberg. And they needed a family. What they got was a magic. A miracle. Is that right under a sticker? It's hard for me to read it. I can't even read what that says. So Alice is starring this funny, heartwarming story of a newly widowed man struggling to raise his little girl and the woman who brings magic and laughter back into their lives. Jingle writer Manny Singer and his daughter Molly, are all alone. Heartbroken, they find hiring a housekeeper to replace a loving wife and mother the most difficult task of all, until wisecracking Karina Washington walks through the door. She's funny and smart, overqualified for the job, but desperate for it as well. Although it's an unlikely match, the Singers and Karina are about to discover that life goes on, sometimes in the most extraordinary way. This was made in 1994 or 95. This is on two different ones here, and it's PG. I know for like the fact that this is set like in a I don't know. Sometimes it's still like that too today. This is like there's like a little racist thing going on here because people don't want them two to be together because white, black, but I guess, you know, eventually people actually, you know, say, hey, if you're in love, be happy then. Did watch, now this took me forever to find it, but Pet Shop, Take Home a Pet from Another Universe. I really loved this movie. I checked it out of, it was an Oceana before it closed down. It was like it was Magic Land plus like Radio Shack at the same time. Magic Land was like a movie, you know, place. This was in it along with a whole bunch of other movies. Finally, when they were closing down, they were selling their like VHSs for maybe $10, maybe even cheaper than that. And then their DVDs too. They were selling everything. They mostly had VHSs, but they had a few DVDs. But this was made in 1994. It's hard moving to a new town, just as Dana Yeager, a street-smart New York girl who suddenly finds herself relocated to Cactus Flats, Arizona. But Dana is about to embark on the adventure of her life, courtesy of Mr. and Mrs. Zim, the new oddball owners of the local pet shop. The Zims are also strangers to these parts. They're from outer space, and they've brought some unique friends from home, adorable space critters, which they plan to use to lure the local kids into their store. Then the kids will be transported to another planet where they'll be sold as human pets. Things look bad for Dana and the kids of Cactus Flats until they get some help from some far-out furry friends. Okay, I know that lizard-looking thing up there actually turns into a... There. Turns into like a little lizard. And then that creature right here, that turns into a turtle. That big fuzzy thing, it's a dog. And he is a rabbit. Like, they turn into other real-looking pets. This is PG, though. I really like that movie. I even really like Turning to Karina because that's so funny. This one, I just picked it up because I just went, hey, I know Michelle Pfeiffer and I know that boy on the front, I'm going to buy it. I didn't know anything other, and then I read a little bit of the back and I liked it, so. Lady Hawk. And, this is made in 1999, not 1999, yeah, sure. 1991. By his wiles and a stroke of luck, the diminutive pickpocket Philip Mouse Gaston has created the vile dungeon fortress of Aquila. Never in his wildest imaginings did he think he would someday break back inside and become the hero of a glorious quest. Back on a 13th century European legend, Ladyhawke is the enchanted story of a porcelain-skinned beauty, a stalwart knight, and the mouse. Once the knight and the lady were lovers. Now the curse of the jealous bishop of Aquila keeps them always together, eternally apart. By day she is a hawk, by night he is a wolf. Desperate to gain the perfect love that once was his, the knight vows to break into the bishop's stronghold and end the evil spell, and only the mouse can help him do it. The luminous, visual stunning film stars Matthew Broderick as Philip, the ebullient thief who, when not snatching purses, steals scene after scene with his hilarious running commentaries to God. Rugged Rudiger Hauer and lovely Michelle Pfeiffer co-star as the cursed lovers. Movies say Ladyhawke director Richard Donner should take people into the landscapes emotionally and visually where they haven't been before. So get ready, Ladyhawke will take you on an unforgettable and thrilling fantasy flight. I love this movie. It was like really touching and beautiful. It's like how it was shot and everything was like really pretty. I even felt sorry for them too and all that. Okay, I got 2 more movies to show you and then I am done. And you're about ready to see one hard to find rare movie. Although I think the one made before that is even freaking harder to find. They made 3. I didn't know about the second one. This one's actually the 3rd one that was made. The second one was, I think, made in the 60s or 70s or something. And then the one before that was made in the 40s. This one I've got is in the 80s. Like 81 if I'm not mistaken. And I even got the original cover. It's one of my favorite movies. Johnny Belinda. My sister spent so much money, so much more money than I wanted her to spend on this, but she knew how bad I wanted it. It was like, I think she spent like $30-some on this thing, just because it was so hard to find. There was no other way to get it, and I went, fine, get it, and it even came with the original cover, which I was so happy about. I'm gonna try my hardest to get the second one, but I am gonna get the old one too. I'm gonna try to get all of them, see how they're different. The dramatic story of an eager young man who opens a wonderful new world to a deaf girl, only to have their fragile relationship tragically threatened. He was looking for a cause. He found one in Belinda. For years, young Belinda has been thought to be mentally retarded until an idealistic Vista worker, Bill Richmond, discovers that her real handicap is deafness. At first, Bill struggles to help Belinda is rebuffed by her crusty, stubborn father, but when Bill succeeds in teaching Belinda some sign language, the old man entrusts him with her education. In no time, Bill has gained Belinda's trust, and unintentionally, her love. But just as Bill is beginning to draw Belinda out of her shell, she is brutally raped by a drunk local, setting the stage for the violent chain of events that follow. This was made in 1981, I think. That's when the it's not on here, but that's when on the movie it says. And I know it's probably rated R or 13 or PG-13. This doesn't say. If you actually want to see, like, and this is how it came in, like this is the original, like, 80s cover. Yeah, she gets raped when she gets pregnant. For those of you who haven't watched the movie, she gets raped by this dude on the front. She gets raped, gets pregnant by him, and then, okay, she's in love with Bill, and he has feelings for her, but this is what it comes in. And he has feelings for her, but at the very end, that's when he realizes his true feelings, and he loves her too. That sticker right there was like a please rewind thing. I'm thinking this must have been like either a rental or library or something. This thing is in so much good shape, other than that little sticker thing, that I don't care. Especially with it being rare, paying $30 is actually a pretty good deal. I wish they could put that on DVD though. And then one more movie. Spy Kids. Real Spies, only smaller. This was made in... I bet you this isn't one to tell me. This isn't going to tell me. Great! Probably a year or two before the second one. Bursting with an awesome array of ultra-cool high-tech gadgetry, Spy Kids delivers enough thrilling entertainment to satisfy the entire family. 9 years ago, top international spies Rogerio and Ingrid Cortez traded the excitement of espionage for the adventure of parenthood, but when they are called out on a secret mission, the Cortezes are separated from their family and kidnapped by the evil Fagan Fluke. Fortunately, there are two people who possesses the skills and the know-how to reunite the family, Carmen and Junie Cortez. Their kids. Their family will love every fun-filled second as Carmen and Junie bravely crisscross the globe in a thrilling quest to save their parents. All the while, they discover that keeping the family together is the most important mission in the world for kids and parents alike. This is PG. I was going to say PG-13, it's just PG. Haribo. Well, that's all I have to show you today. I hope you enjoy everything you've seen, and hopefully I'll give you some ideas for other movies for yourself, but bye.